Can shadow work help you find and attract love or heal a current relationship? In every single way. In today's video, I'll show you how this works on a deeper level. And at an end, I'll give you some shadow prompts in order to get you started on your journey to find true love. Namaste, Sacred Masters. I'm Dr. Iwas Yukehi, Shadow Work NLP Manifestation Coach, and today we are going to talk about love. Love is one of the most important aspects of our lives, not only for thriving in relationships, but for our own feelings of self-worth. Love is the foundation of all emotions we feel in relationships, in which we connect with other sentient beings. The desire to be loved and cared for is parallel to the need to love and care for others. So why do many of us struggle in our relationships and also to attract and find the right love? You think you found the right one, but you end up in arguments, quarrels, and eventually heartbreak. We find ourselves in this endless loop of attracting the same relationships that for some of us, we feel we want to just give up. There are others who are stuck in a relationship even when it's over. They can't let go of their exes. Love is the greatest and also the most heartbreaking experiences we feel in our lives. So how can we use shadow work to find love and most importantly, keep it? Before I'll get you started on that journey, there's one very important thing you must learn before we go further. Once you catch yourself doing this, you find the resistance of love begin to lift and you can allow more love to flow into your life. Because shadow work is about working with the subconscious and conscious mind and integrating it, you have to understand that most of the problems we have with love, whether we are in a relationship or just started dating a person, stems from the power of story. What do I mean by story? You see, ever since we grew up, we were bombarded with ideas and stories of love. This could come from our parents telling us how to find a good person, or even watching endless cartoons where the ideal love based on fictional characters have been ingrained in us. The female that wants the guy to swoop her off her feet. The guy who wants to find the damaged woman so they can save. These all come from the stories that we put in our head about what true love is. You have to catch and prompt yourself when you find yourself attracted to a person based upon fictional lores of love. Love doesn't work that way. Love grows, love nurtures and uplifts. There is a difference between real love and the stories we tell ourselves. When someone seems to fit into our fictional idea of love, we immediately put them on a pedestal. And things get worse as they don't fit into our stories that are in our heads. When you catch yourself doing that, consider it a shadow prompt. Write it down on your journal what your story of love is. Stay with this story. And what you can do is close your eyes and imagine this story. This can be an inner reflection or a full-on meditation. But you can use your ex or a person you're dating now and see how this person plays in your story. The beginning parts are always the greatest, isn't it? But as you continue to imagine this person and how they play in a story in your head, visualize the picture getting smaller as it is going further away, and then realize you're watching this story in a movie screen. And it's only a movie. Own this part of yourself and know that you created that story. Experience it and know it's okay to have a story in your head about love. But experience it within and know that you can't expect the person to be that same person on the movie screen. And it's okay. You don't expect people to be like the movie stars on screen. Trust me on this. I've made a lot of films myself, and movie stars are nothing like the character when the scene cuts. So remember, it is all it is. Just a story in your head you created. You can further own the shadow side of you by writing in your journals about these stories in your head. Turn them into something creative. Just know that they are stories and you are very aware of it. You have turned something that is destructive into something positive. See, that's what shadow work is all about. When people don't fit into your mold of your story, you get frustrated, irritated, along with other negative emotions. This is destructive for the relationship and may even hinder what could be a beautiful relationship, but you're so stuck in your story that you don't see it. So turning this destructive behavior into something else by being aware of it and owning it is the first steps to finding and keeping true love. You are allowing the other person to fully bloom into their own selves versus trying to fit into a story in your head. The next steps of using shadow work to find love and keep it is to start reclaiming your power. When you use shadow work to work within, you're changing the vibrational makeup of yourself. We are all made of and we are all emitting vibrations. If you don't believe me, notice that even before a person opens their mouth, you get a sense of this person immediately already. You might be immediately repulsed or you might be immediately attracted to this person. Attraction is when two vibrations are matching together. It's not love yet. Think about it. How many times you were repulsed by someone but ended up in a relationship later down the road? Or the opposite happens when you're attracted but think you're in love and within weeks everything comes crashing down. Once you realize that vibrations create attraction, then you know you can put in the real work to nurture real love. But here's the trick now. What vibrations are you putting out? If you have not used shadow work to heal yourself, you'll find that your vibration attracts similar other vibrations, which is attracting people who are not healed within too. You'll find your dating life and relationships full of arguments, frustrations, irritation, because what you're doing is projecting out now all the unhealed parts of yourself. This is why there's a saying that your partner shows you the best parts about yourself and the worst parts. In order to attract and nurture true love, you have to heal as much of yourself as you can from within. This is what shadow work is all about. I'm going to give you 3 shadow prompts to start your journey to self-discovery. As you continue your shadow work, you'll find more prompts from experiences in your life where you can work on more self-love. The first shadow prompt is, what do I wish people would understand about me? Is there one thing you find that people don't understand about you? I want you to think this through and write it down. After you write it down, look at your list and begin to write down some creative ideas in which you can express this in healthy and fun ways. For example, I could write down, I wish people would understand that I'm not a dark and gloomy person all the time. I could then write things like, going on fun hikes and playing with my dog more, learn how to cook different cuisines, redecorate my house and find more brighter colors. There are many things you can do to change that from within. Use your creativity and become productive while working on this. You'll find people tend to start noticing you in different ways. The second shadow prompt is, what do I want to do with my special person? Write something down that you wish you could do with your special person that you have not done before. When you're finished with your list, I want you to see that list as something that you are going to do with yourself first. Now, I know some of you may be saying, for example, I don't want to try this restaurant and eat alone. I want to share it with another person. No. The most important person now is you. So take yourself out on a date. Who knows? You could love it so much, you become an expert in that cuisine and menu. Wouldn't it be great to go on a date and know exactly what to order, what's good and what's not? You're not just having more things to talk about when you actually go on a date, but they see you as an expert in something. There are benefits to it. Don't wait. The third shadow prompt, and the hardest and darkest one is, when I think of starting a new relationship, I am most scared of. Yes, you're going deep inside to find out your fears now. But it's okay, because you're creating a list of things that are unhealed within you. I talked about what's unhealed in you will manifest in relationships because you're still vibrationally connected to it in the subconscious. Your first step is to feel those emotions first. You cannot heal what you cannot feel. So bring it out of your subconscious and feel it. Oftentimes, this is a terrifying thought or emotion to feel that we repress it into our shadow side. And it then manifests itself in other aspects of our life like love, wealth, and health. If you feel you have deeper issues like abandonment, I've included a 7-day free course on one of my playlists which you can do it now or anytime. It's free and only effective if you're willing to put in the work. If your issues stem from something more traumatic like abuse, these are things that you may need extra help in. You should see a counselor or therapist to help you. Remember, your inner health should not be gambled with. But for those who are doing shadow work on your own, please remember to do it with a mature psychological and a healthy self-esteem foundation. So, feel what you're most scared on and begin to accept it and integrate it with your life. By integrating it, I don't mean expressing it out to the world and telling everybody about it or acting like your partner's cheating on you. No, by integrating it, I mean to understand that this is just a feeling created by past experiences that were not your fault. Live with it, accept it, or you can forgive it with a Ho'oponopono mantra, which I cover in the video. I'm putting the links up here for how to use this mantra. This is just the beginning of shadow work. There are many things to talk about shadow work, so please comment if you'd like me to cover more on the topic of love. This helps me create content that you want to see and are actually beneficial that can help you. Because that's what this channel is for, to help people and give them new ways in order to lead a fulfilling life. If you think this video helps you, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. When you hit the bell icon, YouTube categorizes this video like this to help others and to support this channel too. When you help others, you are also on a higher vibration as well, so nobody loses. If there are any more questions you have, please comment below and I'll try to help out as best as I can. I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.